Can I bring the TT bike in here just to do a race debrief?
No.
Why not?
Because you've been out on the road in it, you're not putting your bike in my living room and off.
Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to Clumber Duathlon, which is now at Thorseby because it's a bigger space. Welcome to a mild panic. Not a major panic, just a mild one, isn't it, Liz? 8:52, we started about 35 minutes. I've just built my bike essentially, chain on, wheels on, tyres pumped up. Liz has put my number on a number belt for me. Thank you, Liz, well done. You'll notice that Liz hasn't got a bike with her and hasn't got her stuff on. She's not doing it because it's so windy. It's not windy.
No, it's just cold and horrible. Sure.
Anyway, either way, every cloud's got a silver lining. That means that Liz is doing the takeover today, so you're going to get some sort of race day vlog.
Yeah, that's the only reason it's not made me do it.
Anyway, someone's got to make sacrifices for the videos, haven't we? Right, 6.5k, 36 or 37k, 6.5k. I don't know the run course, I don't know the bike course, but let's give it a go. Did you just get me to drop it?
No.
Listen, what are you doing? I was like, look for my membership card. Ow. That's your fault.
Ha, karma. Is this a duathlon or cyclocross? Ha.
Good job I'm doing all this strength work, isn't it? I'd struggle otherwise. Okay, all set up. A bit less faff with a duathlon, just a helmet and shoes really, and a bag of stuff that I don't have a lift to carry around. And that's about it, so let's get cracking.
Go on,
Great running. Well done. Concentrate, good work. Has he got the lead male on his back, that bike? So that was Triside. You probably got that from me shouting, go on Triside. He didn't have time for an interview, how rude, but he's doing the sprint distance this morning. And then he's got to nip off afterwards, so probably won't get a chance to talk to him. You're pointing the camera way up there. Anyway, I've got 5 minutes before start, so I'm going to get there now. It's time trial start. It's one person every few seconds. Oh, what's wrong with me? So I'm going to get in the queue and get started.
Good luck.
4 miles a long way, innit?
Good luck, Win.
Get you in.
Come on, Daniel. Good luck. Well done, Simon. Great racing. Come on, DWA. Looking good. Well done.
Has he got a disc on?
I know. I think he has. I don't know.
But he has. Here he comes.
Come on, Dan! Come on, Dan, you're in a race, get on with it, son! Come on! Come on, Dan!
Come on, Daniel.
Last week's fighters are pretty strong, alright?
Go on, give it
Well
a go.
done.
Go, Dan!
Here's Trisai. How did you get on today?
Good, yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, some of us sort of, you know, thought we'll get out there and do it today rather than bottle out, didn't we, Liz? Eh? You know,
I don't know who'd do
We
that.
can't all wake up and say, oh, I don't fancy it today, I'll stay in bed. No, it was good actually, good first run, pretty strong, and bit up and down, bit bumpy, mainly off-road actually, but nice course, yeah. But the wind is really picking up out on the bike, so Dan's going to feel that.
Yeah.
When you make the left-hand turn and start coming back this way, all of a sudden the side wind, it was like, oh, you know, you got to hang on, and he's got the disc on, hasn't he?
Yep.
But you know, he's heavy, he's big, and he's, you know, he's a bit fat at the
All them
moment.
biscuits, yeah.
Yeah, all them Oreos that'll keep him pinned on the bike. But no, good race for me. But the second run always is, isn't it? Absolutely brutal. Even 2.5k, you know, what's that? A mile and a half, isn't it? And it just goes on forever, doesn't it? It's so hard, but yeah, really good to get racing.
Well done. Great effort.
Cheers.
Come on, Steve.
Go on, Steve, give it some, mate. Come on, Steve, get them legs going, mate. Go on, Steve. Give it everything. Unleash the beast.
Well done, Steve.
Kissing Mary's Ali Fletcher, Mayor.
Come on, Daniel. Well done. Great riding. Come on, DWA, last run. Looking good, well done. Keep smiling. Come on, Daniel, digging all the way to the finish.
Come on, Daniel.
Well done, Dave.
Come on, Adam. Come on, puff that chest up. Well done, mate.
It's the line that
Can you not stand next to me looking like that, please?
their name up
Why
there.
did I sign up for this?
That second run, it just bites, doesn't it?
My legs are no It's like running on lead, it was horrible.
Got to talk loud because copyright. Liz and I were just walking to the car to get in to go home, completely forgetting that my bike and all my belongings are in transition still. Why are we so bad at this? We've done this like 50 million times, getting no better. Let's go and get my belongings and bike, and then shall we go home? Yeah, okay, got it. Race debrief coming soon. So here we go then, race day debrief. Let's try and rattle through this, shall we? So the first run, 6.5 kilometers, off-road, undulating, some grass, some mud, you know, some gravel, some tarmac as well. I ran it 4.25 miles in 28.51, so 6 minutes 50 per mile. That put me at 61st overall. Got into transition 1, did a bit better than I did at Outlaw. Actually made 5 positions in transition to come out in 56th. I then got onto the bike, and I'm not going to harp on about excuses, but you know, I've had a decent week on the bike, and I was out on the chain gang last night. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting much today because after getting dropped hard last night, I thought maybe I've overcooked this a little bit too soon. But actually, it was okay. So I normalised 277 watts or 279 watts, which is a few watts less than I did at the Outlaw Half Ironman a few weeks ago. So by no means pushing the limits power-wise, and about 40 or 50 watts less than I'd ride a 25-mile time trial at. But it's a duathlon, isn't it? It's not a time trial. I rode 57.35 for 36 kilometers, which is 23.5 miles an hour. I know I'm mixing units of measurement there, but you have to calculate it if you're interested. 37.5 kilometers an hour. I made a fair few positions on the bike, got held up in a few places with traffic, sitting behind slower riders and so on, but it's an open road event. I'm sure a lot of people have the same sort of thing, so it's just one of those things, isn't it? I think my bike split was the 13th fastest on the day. It was pretty damn windy out on course. I'm glad I was running a shallow front wheel. I was okay with a disc, if I'm honest. I don't find it too much issue having a disc on the bike, maybe because I'm a bit heavier. I'm not got a super aggressive position, so I'm able to handle the bike quite well, I think. It was okay. It pressed on into the wind, sort of really relaxed with the wind. That's where I found that being a bit tired or a bit more tired was a bit more detrimental. When I'm asking for 350, 400 watts up the little hills, I'm only sort of touching 320, 330. But do you know what? It was okay. I wasn't going to go flat out on the bike, so I knew I wanted to try and run well in the second run. And more on that in a minute. So getting off the bike, I was 28th overall, and then T2 152. I mean, that was all right. It just wasn't what it was. I didn't rush it, but there wasn't really much to do, so I didn't really have much chance to faff. And then getting onto the run, I ran 29 minutes dead. This says it's a bit slower than the first run, but it was actually a little bit quicker. So I can't emphasize this enough. I'll try, but I keep saying it over and over again. I'm so happy to finish an event and feel strong on the second run, knowing that I've paced it a bit better, knowing that I'm perhaps a little bit fitter than I thought I was, because generally in any sort of triathlon, any sort of multi-sport event, I'm doing okay on the bike, so I'm making a few places up, and then I'm just getting passed on the run. This was so refreshing to be able to pass some people on the run. And I wasn't like, you know, flying past loads of people, but I think I made about 10 places on the road, which is really motivational. I passed one of my friends, Dave, as well, about a mile and a half in. I thought he was going to come with me, but he didn't. And if I'm honest, we were both a bit shocked that I'd run him down and continued to put time into him. So I was so chuffed with that. He'll come back next year and stuff me at any event I race him at, but for today, I just nudged him. So yeah, second run, it got tough towards the end, but I was pressing on hard. I was a bit more confident as well. I started the run at the same pace I'd done the first run because I thought, I feel okay. And I think I shouted to Liz about half a mile in saying, I feel good. But then I think I've done that before and then it's all gone downhill. But maybe just because it wasn't too long of a run. But yeah, really happy. It's been, so that made me finish 26th overall, 1:59.11, 5th in my age group, so no trophies at the minute. And that's it. So I think there was, what would we say, 5,000 people in it maybe? I I think there's about 150. So I'm happy with that. Good day out. It's good to do an event. Massive thank you to anybody who said hi today because they see the videos. That is awesome. Well done to you guys if you've done the event. If you have, let me know how you got on down below because of course I didn't really get a chance to catch up afterwards. It's good to see some people I've done a lot of training with in the past and racing with in the past, as well as Adam, who's a big fan of the channel. His first multi-sport event today, so well done because the conditions couldn't have been much tougher and the course was not your usual flat and fast course. So yeah, really good effort. I did manage to just beat Adam today, which is handy because it would have been really awkward if not, but I'm sure next year he will come back with a bit more experience and stuff me, which is fine. So that is it for the race day debrief. Thanks also to the marshals and the organisers, everybody who put the time into arranging this event. Obviously it's difficult at the minute with all the goings on in the world. So if you're in the UK, we currently have a tiered system, and depending on what tier you're in, you can do different things. I'm very lucky that I'm living in the lowest tier of risk at the minute. The event was held in a high risk, which is the middle tier, but they're still able to hold events, so that was good. Obviously a lot of precautions taken, but yeah, that's it. I think that's it for racing for me this year. I know I say this a lot and then I'm like, oh, I've also entered blah blah blah, but I think this is actually the last race for me this year. I will look at doing some running races perhaps in December or January, but I just want to get knuckling down now into some structured training, not getting distracted with all these little races. So yeah, that is it. I think I've rambled enough. Thanks very much for listening to that. If you've made it to this point, I do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. Oh yeah, and subscribe and that down below.